Hey, what's up, guys? So, one of the most looked over aspects of starting a training routine is actually setting up a very structured and regimented weekly schedule. Okay, so typically, like if you start off a training routine without setting up like a structured and regimented weekly schedule, what happens is kind of like you work out for 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then like something comes up that's out of plan, and you're very inconsistent, and then you stop working out for like a week or two, or stop getting your meals in for like a week or two, and you try to get back on for a week and then off for a week, on for a week, on off for a week, and this kind of continues, and thus like your results kind of stagnate and or maybe go backwards, and you don't really get the results you want. So one of the most important things to do before you begin your next training routine is to set up a very structured schedule. Okay, so that's what this video is going to be all about. I'm going to kind of demonstrate my weekly schedule, so try to kind of like set up something that matches like your schedule needs. Okay, so basically, we're going to start off here on Monday. So it's already kind of like on Sunday night. I sit down and kind of look over my schedule. I plan all my workouts, like where are they going to be? What time are they going to be? Like when am I going to wake up? Like what am I going to specifically train on those days, etc., etc. And I plan that like all ahead of time. So that way you have kind of like a mission for the week. You have kind of like goals and objectives. So you have like a better direction, and it's much easier to stay focused that way, and actually much easier to kind of like measure your success as well. Okay, so like I always make a statement of like waking up at 7 a.m. like every morning, no matter how late I go to sleep. So I can go to sleep like at 3 a.m., but I would have to force myself to wake up at 7 a.m. all the time just to keep with that regimented schedule. Okay, so you can see here like Monday I'm waking up at 7 a.m. I quickly get up, I kind of like have a shake. I have all my clothes prepared ahead of time for the workout. Have like a quick shake, answer a few emails just to give me some time to wake up. Uh, then I get to the gym around 8 a.m. or so. Typically, my workouts last about an hour and a half to 2 hours with the warm up included. So, like on Monday, I'm hitting like calves and back. Okay, and then I'm getting in my shake like right after the workout. I come home around like 10 a.m. or so, get my first meal in, jump into the shower, take a shower, get ready for work, put my clothes on, etc., etc. And then, bam, I'm at work at 12 noon. Okay, and then I work from 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Monday. And then I have like set up times for when I'm going to eat. Okay, so I'm going to have like the second actual whole meal at 2 p.m., third meal at 5 p.m., and then fourth meal when I get home at 9 p.m. And then boom, I'm in bed by 10 p.m. Okay? Tuesday, I'm waking up around 7 a.m. again just to stay consistent with that sleeping schedule. I'm training chest triceps from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Getting home, getting in my first meal, and then it's kind of like open. Typically, like I would be doing like lectures at clubs at different universities at this time, so I'd be spending uh, that time doing that, and then getting in meal two at 2 p.m., meal three at 5 p.m., and then meal four at 9 p.m., and then bam, I'm at home, and I'm going to bed by 10 p.m., okay? So Wednesday, just like Monday, I get up at 7 a.m., once again, just to stay consistent. I have all my clothes ready ahead of time, so everything is already planned. I already know what needs to be done for that day or what's going to happen that day. That way it makes you more efficient as well. And you can go about doing things in a lot more effective manner. And typically, like when I have something allocated for a specific time slot, that's pretty much all I'm doing that time. I'm not like checking my phone. Uh, I'm not like talking to someone else. Like if it says like I need to be working out, that's all I'm going to be doing is basically working out. Okay, and that kind of like helps me with my focus, helps me with efficiency as well. So that way I can get a lot more done, and I stay focused and not as easily distracted, and that way the day doesn't seem too complicated. Uh, 10 a.m. I'm at home, have like my first meal. From 12 noon to 9 p.m. Go to work, and then once again have meal two at 2 p.m., meal three at 5 p.m., and actually my whole meal four at 9 p.m. And then I also have two shakes in the morning during my workout. So typically like 6 meals a day. And then bam, in bed by the time 10 p.m. rolls around. Thursday, once again, waking up at 7 a.m., getting in a shake, hitting biceps and forearms from 8 a.m. to about 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or so. I typically like hit the steam room a little bit afterwards as well on that day just to kind of like stretch out because I'm typically pretty sore like after leg day. Get my first meal in at 10 a.m. and then kind of like proceed with my day once again. Have meal two at 2 p.m., meal three at 5 p.m., and then meal four at 9 p.m. Okay, and then bam, I'm hitting the bed by the time 10 p.m. rolls around. Then Friday rolls around, 7 a.m. once again, getting up, chest and calves from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Home by the time 10 a.m. rolls around, I'm getting ready, taking a shower, eating my meals, etc., etc. I'm at work from 12 noon to 9 p.m. And then once again, going to bed at 10 p.m. Saturday I worked as well. It's kind of like a half day, so it's fairly short, but I'm still getting up at 7 a.m., hitting shoulders and forearms in the morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., getting in my first meal at 10 a.m., taking a shower, getting ready from work. And then I typically work on Saturdays from like 11 or noon to about like 2 or 3 p.m., okay? And then I'm off for the rest of the day. I don't typically kind of like set up anything for Saturday, just kind of wing it. Sometimes I hang out with friends. Most of the time I just hang out at home, kind of play video games or something mellow. Typically like going to sleep like at around 11 or midnight on Saturday. Still getting up at 7 a.m. on Sunday. So once again, no matter what time I'm going to sleep, I'm still getting up consistently at a specific time. That time being 7 a.m. Kind of like get my meals in throughout the day. Sunday is typically like I just hang out with the family, or if I have any other work to catch up on, I catch up on that work. And then bedtime by 10 p.m. So once again, I would recommend kind of like setting up a schedule like this for yourself, just so that there's a strategy for the week. You're not distracted and you're a lot more focused this way. And you're a lot more consistent as well, because everything is already pre-planned. So that way you can be a lot more consistent with your fitness goals and typically like not miss any workouts at all. All right, so I hope that helps.